Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
Ljube Boškovski sentenced to another 12 years in prison. The Skopje Basic Court 1 announced the verdict on the case concerning the double murder of Marian Tuševski and Kiro Janev in July 2001. The four Serbian citizens who directly committed the crime and who are tried were sentenced to life in prison. Former Interior Minister Ljube Boškovski was sentenced to 12 years in prison because he assisted in the double murder by protecting the perpetrators, while his bodyguard Zoran Trajkovski was given 10 years. The other defendants were sentenced to 6 and 8 years each. According to the verdict, the evidence, including the protected witness testimony, proved that Tuševski was murdered in 2001 by contract killers hired by his business opponent Orze Kurnovski. His opponent used his close ties with then Interior Minister Boškovski, who promised him he would not be prosecuted for the murder, the verdict reads. The lawyers are of the opinion that all defendants in the case were sentenced even though there is no evidence, whereas the prosecutor voiced her satisfaction with the verdict. President and spouse congratulate Galichnik wedding newlyweds. Head of State Georgi Ivanov and his spouse Maria Ivanova congratulated the marriage of the bride and groom at the Galichnik wedding and gave them an icon as a present. It is a great honor to be a patron of an event with such a long tradition. The Galichnik wedding is the expression of our authenticity, kept rituals, and something that makes us distinct. This is a good example of how future generations should nourish tradition and keep to their own identity, stated Ivanov. Indian billionaire confirms investments in Macedonia. Speaking at Saturday's press conference attended by Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski and Agriculture Minister Ljupčo Dimovski, Roy said that a bank guarantee has been submitted fully confirming the investment, which was also affirmed by the Agriculture Minister Ljupčo Dimovski. The Indian investor in the first 18 months plans to open 900 jobs, which will be increased to 2,000 in 3 years' time. A total of 20,000 cows will be procured in the coming 3 years. The company is obliged to invest 60 million euro of the total amount of the investment in 18 months' time. The Indian investor also announced the opening of a state-of-the-art dairy plant in Jumailija, with expected milk production of 80,000 liters on a daily basis. Russian baritone Khvorostovsky opens Ohrid Summerfest 2013. The performance of Russian baritone Dmitry Khvorostovsky, together with the orchestra and chorus of the Macedonian Opera and Ballet and the conductor Konstantin Orbelian, opened the 53rd Ohrid Summer Festival. President Georgi Ivanov, a patron of the event, addressed the opening of this year's Ohrid Summer. He underscored that the festival has hosted over 10,000 participants from over 50 countries, confirming its policy of openness and good connections. The Ohrid Summer program offers performances by famous musicians and actors.